Hello, folks. It is quite bright right now, actually, but we're going to go for a little walk around today. We're going to show off some of the parts of the city, and we're going to have some fun. So, if you're new here, welcome. If you're not new here, thanks for coming back. And let's go, shall we? We'll say snow this early in the year, a little odd, but it is going to melt. As you can see, it's already starting to fade away. Oh, good morning, Harshot. Good to see you today. Trying a little bit of an earlier romp just to see if that changes anything. But we're out, we're about. Plenty of snow around. You can already tell it's so much warmer than it's been the past couple days. But at least we're getting some nice views. Oh. Hopefully y'all are having a good day so far. It's funny because right now you'd expect the snow to be the slippery part. It's actually the places that haven't cleaned up their leaves, because the leaves now have gone frozen and now they have essentially thawed out, leaving them even more slippery and more dangerous than before. So, clean the leaves off of your sidewalk is the moral of the story. Good morning, Carl. Good to see you, my friend. We're out and about, checking out some of the areas around Bloor, maybe exploring some of Yorkville, maybe going over to U of T. I don't know. We'll find out. But it should be a nice little walk. Yes, indeed. Happy Tuesday to everybody. Great day for a walk. It is absolutely a good day for a walk. I will say it is chilly outside. Don't get me wrong, but it's by no means as cold as it has been the past couple days. So it's chilly, yes, but not unbearably so. There's still some warmth, still some energy in the air, which is always nice. Yeah, it's been a good day so far. So it's going up to 9 Celsius my Friday. Nice. Snow gone good. Snow's still here, but it's been snowing off and on today. But it's definitely warmer than it's been. Also, hello, Timmy. Good to see you. What you eating? Because that seems to be the way these conversations go. Yeah, it's definitely warming up a great deal. Like I'm in the same gloves today, and my hands aren't instantly just regretting my life. But just making tuna and Miracle Whip sandwich. To be fair, like tuna sandwiches with mayo and I argue a little chopped celery and some paprika in there for great deal. Great. Is it a favorite meal? Actually, maybe that's a good one, especially with cheese on it. With cheese on it, becomes even better. Oh, jeez, my gimbal's overexcited today. which is, please don't take that out of context. Happy Remembrance Day. Oh, I didn't even think about that. But yes, yes, it is Remembrance Day. To those that, well, maybe it would be a good idea to walk by the, uh, well, actually, I'm going to be walking right by Queen's Park anyways. May as well stop over and see what they're doing over there. It is almost 11 a.m. I didn't even think about that. I'm going to be quiet for a whole minute. Watch the first episode of that new TV show about the clown. I don't know about that show. Which one is that one? But hopefully you watched it and enjoyed it. That's the hope. Everything closed here for Remembrance Day as well. Oh, yes. Yes, that would make sense. Today's the day I work twice as hard because I'm doing, well, I figured I'd do a one walk earlier today, but I'm also doing a walk later with Randy at 4 p.m. Eastern time. So, yeah, if y'all are around for that, that'd be good. It's called Welcome to Derry. Oh, the It Clown. I see. Yes, good to know. Where are you right now? I am currently at Wellesley and coming up to Yonge. I'll follow Wellesley across to Queen's Park now that yeah, I did that on purpose. Let's just pretend I did that on purpose. Oh, it's too late to change my thumbnail, but that's fine. That's fine. Destination Travels, welcome, Vasily. Good to see you, buddy. Happy Remembrance Day and Veterans Day. Yes. It is many things today. Ironically, I didn't remember the clown story of Donald Trump's life. Fair enough. The Neato Cheeto. Hey, Medano, good to see you, buddy. Welcome to the chat. Do you have a poppy? I haven't gone shopping anywhere where I've been able to get a poppy for this entire month. So I do not have a poppy today. And actually, now that I mention it, I see very few poppies out and about. So, yeah. I guess I'm not the only one who didn't remember. Today we honor all the war vets here in Canada. Then we take them all out for free beers at the local Legion afterwards. I mean, they've deserved it. Hello, Juanita. Good to see you this morning. Haven't left this house hardly at all, but so I didn't grab a poppy either. I was like, if there was one day I probably should have had it for, it's probably today. But they didn't have them at Sobeys yesterday. It is kind of weird that I haven't seen them out and about at all. But I am already seeing them on the ground, which, normally you have to wait 24 hours for that kind of chuck them out. Hunter Music, hello, welcome. Hope you are having a wonderful day today so far. I would be curious to know how Remembrance Day compares to Veterans Day. Because it certainly seems like my impression is Canada cares more about its veterans than America does, but I don't. It's hard to say. As someone who hasn't experienced it, in years past, Remembrance Day was rainy, wet, damp kind of day. This is the first year we've had a full snow on the Remembrance Day. Yeah, for sure. I am sick today. Oh no. I hope you feel better. Reminder to like. Thank you, Anita. We appreciate that. But there are veterans in the USA. Oh, of course there are. Yeah, there'd be a lot of veterans in the USA. Funny enough, well, the American war machine is such an industry at this point. So I care about my US veterans. I mean, anyone who fought in a war, like, obviously, deserve the utmost of respect and should have an easier life when they come home, but sadly, that's not always the case. Veterans Day isn't really celebrated in the US, it's not a day off. They really celebrate Remembrance Memorial Day. Okay. When I don't quite know when Memorial Day is down there, but let's see. I will say the weather is nice. It's brisk. It's got a chill in the air today. Memorial Day is around May 2 to 4. Okay, good to know. Veterans Day is mostly an American thing. Remembrance Day is a Canadian thing. Yeah, for sure. Veterans don't have the benefits they should have, my opinion. I agree with you entirely. I'm just like, if you've literally endangered your life for your country, you should probably come back and have an easier life when you get back instead of making things harder. Well, maybe that's just my opinion too. Hello, princess. Good to see you. Good day. I'm in my spot. Oh, I'm jealous. I would like to be warm right now, but it is quite chilly, as you can probably guess. But that's fine. Sending healthy vibes your way, Hunter. Feel better soon. Oh, for sure. Everyone, we are wishing Hunter the best. Get him feeling on his feet in no time. Let's see. I have a few people in the States that fart in Desert Storm and are no longer with us today, so I honor their memory and them for their courage and bravery. We we all must honor them. I mean, losing someone's never easy on either side. Uh, as someone who finds, like, I'm deeply and truly a pacifist in many ways. I don't think war should exist at all because it's countries playing God, and I don't like that. But at the same time, uh, sacrifices were made, and we honor the people who fought for what they believe in and did what they had to. So it's U.S.'s Memorial Day weekend. They celebrated just like we went to a long weekend. Are we buffering? Oh God, I hope not. It shouldn't be buffering. If anyone else is having that problem, let me know. I'm not getting any notifications coming up, but just wanted to point out that I know I haven't walked through this park before, but it's actually a really cute one. You got this donkey. Everyone who's coming up comes and signs the donkey's legs, before it goes to the glue factory. Just to visit, of course. That's a beautiful church. What's going on with the donkey's legs? Oh, well, they're broken. That's the sculpture. So, war should be taken as lessons that should never be repeated. Sadly, we'll never learn. Hopefully, people are learning more these days. But I don't know. I think my biggest statement these days is no one's immune to propaganda. And the second you get your country being like, you need to do this, and just like, do I? Or is this something else going on here? but that's fine. Maybe the weather here in Trinidad. Oh, it could be. Hopefully you're safe. Hopefully the weather's not too crazy in this experience for you. But they do have a beautiful little church here. It's the University of St. Michael's College for the University of Toronto. Lots of high winds. Whew. I guess it is, if I'm not mistaken, Princess, I believe it's coming up to hurricane season there, isn't it? So, if it is, obviously, take care of yourself. Be safe. We prefer having you around, so. Actually never been into this courtyard before, so it's interesting to see. Wow, it's a beautiful little courtyard. The mayor, are you serving? I heard Atlanta got snow yesterday. See, that's wild for me to think about, knowing how far south they are. But I'm just like, if this is a case of polar vortex, not surprising. Probably gorgeous there in spring. Oh yeah, this would be super nice. Seeing everything come alive. It's beautiful. I prefer being with Princess in the islands. Don't we all? One day we'll visit. We'll come as a horde and just be like, here we are. Show me around. I always keep warm. Having my children's event for Christmas. Hope I get good weather. Oh, me too. It's beautiful here, Hunter. I believe it. Oh, I'd love to see the Caribbean again. It's just so gorgeous there. It's gray and cold in Boston tonight. They called for snow tonight. We haven't had any this year yet. Oof. Well, hopefully it's not a lot of snow. Hopefully it's just like an adequate amount of snow. Wonder, is this supposed to be like a Churchill? But he's got some attitude going. My uncle fell down yesterday with the snow there in Canada. Oh no. Hope he's okay. Huh. This is like an interesting little courtyard that I found. U of T is like full of these little hidey holes. It's just everything's just kind of built around each other. It feels very much like a European college in that way. Because that's, well, I mean, it is based off of that, obviously. But it's just interesting to see how it all balances. This is just... Oh, that was a noise. Better to come for Carnival in Trinidad. Lots of tourists. Ooh. When would that be? UFT sure got many hidden places. It really does. It's like, I know this courtyard very well, obviously. Come here all the time. But I just don't think I've ever actually seen this part that kind of went up a little bit. It's okay, just a little bump on his knees. Oh, we're glad he's good. It's 11 o'clock, maybe it was a cannon. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. I imagine as we go over here, we're probably going to see a lot more. Carnival's in February. Yeah, definitely a cannon. Soccer. You're seeing like the old school buildings and stuff. U of T is really beautiful. It's just a really nice campus. I didn't go here, obviously, so I don't have any ties to it, but Still very pretty in its own way. It sounds like it's cannons, which would make sense. If it's Remembrance Day, they would probably have a some kind of salute to the soldiers. But, so I'm gonna go over. Yeah, y'all can, if you can listen closely, there's the sound of bagpipes coming out now. Yep, definitely cannons. Whew, they are loud, but never spent any time on their campus, only Ryerson's. Fair. I just like dancing on them. So for those listening, I think it would be this way where we hear. I'm going to go towards the music to figure out what's going on there. So apparently today is not a holiday in Ontario, but it is a holiday in like BC. So under the day off, so I'm heading over there for a little bit. And oof. All 7 Hussein bagpipes remembrance ceremony. Yeah, for sure, for sure. And we are coming up to we're coming up to the area where the ceremonies would likely be. So I'm going to see if I can hook down and then go to, I'll do a lap around Queen's Park because I feel like if there's anything, it's probably happening south of here at the assembly. So, but hello, welcome. Good to have you. Admire your true passion for doing this. It's nice to interact with good people. I think it's wonderful. Oh, thank you, Princess. It's lovely to have you along for the ride. You always brighten my day. Queen's Park, are these U of T students wandering about? For sure. A lot of them would be. But a lot of them are probably here for any ceremonies that might be taking place, is my guess. But used to be a holiday in Ontario. Yeah, I know. I don't know why they stopped doing that, but it would have been nice if... Holy jeez. I don't think I'm going closer to that because that is legitimately too loud for me. Till the 90s, late 80s. Oh, I think that cannon was so loud, it literally set off a car alarm. I don't know if you can hear that. This is a nice park. This is Queen's Park. Just so let everyone know where we are. This talks about the trees, so but you know. It was dedicated to Queen Victoria when she came to visit around the turn of last century. And very noisy. It should be bad for those PTSD. I'm just like, isn't that kind of counter? Jesus Christ. Literally setting off the car's alarms again. You can see the smoke. The cannon's clearly coming from over there, so you can clearly see the smoke from it. But I'm going to go this way because, oh my God. I'll be honest, I don't handle loud noises at the best time. So I'm just like, oh, this is a nightmare. Yeah, if you hear any sounds, that's literally just me having a heart attack. Hello, Sam. It's good to see you. Hark, I hear the cats. Goodness gracious. Imagine being a battlefield with that noise times 100. Yeah, no kidding. Whew. I'll put it this way. I hate being in a room, in a party that has balloons because I don't like when balloons pop. So being out with that cannon sound, I'm just like, that's awful. It's just. Is that the cannon salute? Oh my, yes it is. It is an exceptionally loud cannon salute. You don't realize how loud it is until you actually are in the same area as it. But I can literally, like, every time it goes off, I feel it in my chest. Bubble wrap is more my style. Agreed. I'm afraid of snakes. Snakes are, they're not, it's interesting. I found, like, in my personal experience, I've seen that more, like, less and less people are afraid of snakes anymore. FYI, libraries are closed today. Fair enough. But I find that lately, people I've talked to, like, snakes doesn't seem like it's a common phobia anymore. At least not like in Canada or other places. But no, in places where snakes are like poisonous and stuff, absolutely. But uh, the thing that's kind of replaced it in people's minds as like a fear is like tentacles. And it's like, oh, that's interesting how it went from one to another, like what that to the other in the next generation. Yeah, the dogs are not happy. If you touch a snake, you can deal with your phobia better. I feel like that's probably the case. Oh, there's a glider up there. Dropping clumps of snow from buildings and trees looks nice. It's very peaceful and it's very serene in a lot of ways. All right, just so everyone knows, as is tradition, for 11/11, Canada does a moment of silence. So I am going to observe that. And so for the next minute or so, I won't say anything in memory of our fallen soldiers. So once 11/11 hits, I will pause walking and y'all will know why. Thank you for observing that with us. I have stumbled upon something. I'm not entirely sure what the ceremony is, but people paying their respects to fallen soldiers of the war. So, stanchion going this way to block us off. Well, I will say this absolutely feels surreal. Welcome, Yoshi. Good to see you. Do they even know what song it's playing? Another cannon. What an unusual experience. I'm really glad I stumbled upon that. Here, let's see if we can go around the front a little bit. See if we can maybe. Another cannon. Missed the UK 2-minute silence on YouTube due to YouTube advertisement, and the YouTube channel operator muted the sound for too long for some reason. Huh, very strange. I'll say, oh, there's no way through here, but pleasant little courtyard away from everything, that's for sure. Oh, they're doing Danny Boy? The vibes are calling. Or is it The Water is Wide? No. Let me back when spring is in the meadow. Let me back. Yeah, it's Water is Wide. You'll not see. Hello. It's you, it's you. I'm. I hope I don't get copyright strike for this. You're at the right place at exactly the right moment. No kidding. Like, honestly, that was really something special. That was kind of spectacular, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think they can do it without you singing it. Fair enough, fair enough. Unless they're just like, please shut up. Please don't do that anymore. The buildings look so nice with the snow on the roof. It's quite beautiful, actually. Like, it really is a lovely campus. It's just so, like, it really is picturesque. It feels like it stepped out of the UK. Like the UK 100 some years ago. Feels like an Oxford or a Cambridge or a Hogwarts. If I swing around, I might be able to see the end part of the ceremonies. So we'll take a look and see what's going on there. Always just like that rotunda, the CN Tower in the distance. I mean, here's the thing. I know I've been to U of T like a million times before, but every time, like especially this like quad area in the middle, it's just so beautiful. I would say it's normally I would say it's peaceful, but today it definitely is not. Today somewhat feels fulfilled. It really does. Like what an odd moment, but what a beautiful moment too. Just to accidentally stumble upon that. This weather is why in the UK the hot water bottles are used, normally inside a fabric sleeve to prevent burning, since the rubber bottle is very hot with direct contact. Huh. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Why is A&W sending me messages? That doesn't make sense. Lots of people out today. I imagine a lot of people are probably leaving whatever that ceremony was. So, probably peppering around the area. Good Lord. UK does not have the greatest indoor heating. Everything is chilly to me when visiting. I mean, fair enough. It wasn't designed with the modern world in mind, especially not with climate change. The warmth of a nice woman myself. Oh, interesting. So they have a they've got like a little remembrance section of Remembrance Day, which is nice. Obviously don't want to film people if they're grieving, but wanted to capture the oh. Let's do one more. Like if you didn't know better, you'd swear this was England. Gosh, what an interesting walk. I was in the spa the entire morning. I guess I felt the fulfillment, had white chocolate, so it felt like heaven. Aw. Okay, I love white chocolate. I love white chocolate. I know this conversation came up in the moment of silence, but I'm just like, white chocolate with a dark chocolate underlayer with peppermint crunkles in it. Like my favorite candy. Peppermint bark. So good. So good. Easily like one of the only things that makes Christmas worthwhile for peppermint bark. Oh, or the Lindor chocolates that are like the white chocolate with the peppermint ones in there. Oh, equally good. But like you got the white chocolate on top of the dark chocolate with the peppermint pieces in there. That's the best. That's like absolutely the best. Not that I'm biased. I'm not gonna lie. I actually tried my hand at making some edibles chocolate, and I'm excited to see how it turns out. According to most YouTube videos about him, sees Canadians walking around saying "a" after each sentence. Very stereotypical. Guessing you love Music Hunter. I will say "a" is not as commonly said these days. It still slips out occasionally. I'm sure I've said it before on the list, but yeah, it certainly isn't something that is regularly said, although it is stereotypically said a lot. Guessing you love Music Hunter? Curious to know what kind of music you like? There's a fondue place near me that has a yin yang dessert that is white and dark chocolate. Oh, that's perfect. That's exactly what you want. Chocolate and raspberry is my favorite combo. Yes, the dark chocolate raspberry truffle cake for my birthday this year, maybe I'll get that. And I'll have like a party and we'll have dufflets. I'll get one of the cakes that my mom used to always love. But I'm a music composer. Oh, amazing. I'd love to hear some of your stuff if you ever want to drop it off or send it. We love music here. I moved to the States 25 years ago. I trained myself never to say A because conversations would grind to a halt. Oh no. Remember we used to send letters to the United States? We always just give them forwarding address, and at the end we would say, okay. I think today's turning into like a Remembrance Day and Chocolate Fan Club. Thank you, I appreciate you. Thanks so much, man. Welcome to the club. We're here every day. Unless it's like really snowing really, really badly. Then I will take the day off. Well, Maddie knows about our music soccer. Good to know. Dufflets makes a banana chocolate layer cake. I am now gluten-free, so I don't know if they can still make it. Ooh, that's good to know too. The chocolate raspberry truffle cake used to be my mom's truffle cake. And people used to come up from Toronto with the cake. And like that was our special dessert for like years. Is my mom's birthday, she would get a chocolate raspberry truffle cake sent up from Toronto from Dufflets. And it was awesome. Let's see. Need winter clothing from an army surplus site. If it's good enough for battle, it's good enough for standard cold weather. That's a really interesting point. Yeah, it absolutely would be. Huh. Trained classical pianist here from age 10 to age 17. After that, I started composing my own music. And then when I became a web designer, occasionally people wanted music in their websites. So that's really cool, Carl. I think your comments keep getting cut off. I think so too. I think that might be what's happening. Because I'm just like, you keep saying interesting things. And then halfway through, I'm just like, oh no. I think I'm going to head over to Kensington because I haven't been over there in a little while. It's not going south too far, so I won't blind myself in the sun. Just to see, like, how bright today has got. Like, I can barely look at that without literally having to squint so hard. Oh, but that is one of my favorite buildings. Also, it just looks very pretty today. Oh, there's an episode of MASH where they ordered ribs from the UK to Korea. When food comes from afar, it's always special. Oh, it really is. There's something special about getting something from far away. It's like when my friend visited from Germany, he brought me a Milka bar. And I was just like, oh my God, thank you. Guys don't know, I was worked as a chef, so I love both cooking and baking for all my charity events. Oh, cool. I am not a great baker, but I do like to try. And I'm an okay cook, but not a great cook. But here's the thing, is I can cook. And I've gotten very good at being able to do something cook-wise. But I'm more of the person who looks in the fridge and the pantry. I'm just like, what do I have? Cool, what do I make? Done, let's do it. Music is my peace. Oh, that's so nice. You know what? I've never been up here before. And just like, I have all the time in the world today. And I've been exploring U of T so far. Let's keep it up. I'm a bad baker too, so admire people that can. There's no such thing as bad bakers. As long as you don't burn it. If you burn it, then you're a bad baker. Music helps keep my soul at peace. Yes. Well, this is peanut. Well, you know me too. You know me too well, Cole. Anything peanut butter, I will instantly like jive with and be like, "This is the best thing ever." Actually, I found out that if you take chocolate chips and you put them in the microwave, and then you just take a like tablespoon of peanut butter and you stir it all together, it makes a really nice peanut butter chocolate like glaze that you can put on stuff. And if you like, I put that on everything at this point. I'm just like, oh my God, it's so good. I was live for my birthday and I cooked all the food. Oh, I wish I could have seen that. Oh, oh, it smells so good. And here's the thing, Caribbean people, y'all can cook. Like the food, so good. I mean, spicy enough to like, my white person stomach just goes no. But also it's just like, yes, give me more. Any tips on, oh, let's see, what's this? Did you always enjoy walking? I have to push myself to go on walks. Any tips on how to get out and walk more? Never learned to drive. I've just always kind of been more at peace walking and more at home in my body when I walk. So it just kind of was a natural extension of that. My pass would not work. I got tight. I found, as long as it is edible. Fair enough. I'll try. Glaze on everything. Sidewalk is too American sounding. Footprints on pavements are less American. Oh, interesting. Well, this isn't an especially interesting pathway. So I will say I did almost get pelted with the snow there. Goodness gracious. I don't know if you missed that, but like, that was all at once. Snow comes down hard and heavy really quickly, so. Jesus Lord. That was two of them right back to back. Footpath, not footprint. I told Radical Tube to pick up BK the stream. Be careful. Yeah. At this point, it's funny because everything's melting so quickly, and because we got like a lot of snow, and now it's like the weather's just kind of heated right up. Everything's melting, so it's all falling off the buildings and going under stuff and crashing all over. I live in Toronto, but not downtown. Okay. Well, in that case, Stephen, you are invited to my birthday. What will I do? I don't know. But maybe something. That's the vestiges of the snowfall. I fully expect that we won't have like any more snow like this for a little while, but oh, by the way, this is the pizza. You know what? That's what I think that'll be our meal for my birthdays. We'll get cosmic pizza in Donair, and then we will have a raspberry chocolate truffle cake from Dufflet's, who don't sponsor me, but maybe should. Maybe should. Bet if I lived in downtown and not in suburban Boston, I'd walk more. It's very possible. Like, it's very possible that you'd walk more, but there's always options. What? Lava cake? Second Cup used to get Dufflet cakes. They used to. They actually got Dufflet cakes when I worked there, which was great because then they never sold and then we'd get them at the end. But yeah. Guess it feels good to ask Matti what walking does to him and interacting with you beautiful people. Well, to be fair, that's actually one of the things that makes me enjoy this even more, is that I feel like I'm slowly getting to know people who come here. And just like me and Timmy have the jokes about eating. Kurt is the jokes about pizza. Like, it builds. And it actually does kind of feel like we're developing our own little community here, which makes me very happy. It makes me excited to grow this channel more and to keep it progressing. And every day we do a little more, we do a little better, and we keep walking. And we keep walking. And we keep walking. Are Canadian viewers receiving advertisements regarding American vacations going cheaper? Other Canadian channels have reported this happening. Hard to say. I will say it doesn't, well, it won't happen on my channel because I'm not monetized yet, but hopefully one day it does. That'd be nice. Hello, Zach. Good to see you, my friend. Welcome to the stream. But now that we know that's happening, I'll definitely keep our eye open for that. Sorry for Mr. Messages, by the way. There was like a whole bunch that came in at the same time. And how about a chocolate reveal after each walk? They have the Silver Dollar Room. Over there they have Daniel's building. It's just an old-fashioned, it used to be a church. And now it's turned into a research center, which is nice. But you have a PayPal? Oh, yes, I do. If you go into the descriptions, you can find a link to my PayPal, as well as if you're ever in Toronto and want to come on a tour. I do tours. I do foot tours through Toronto, showing off my favorite places or whatever you want to see. So if you ever want to book me or you know someone coming to Toronto, please encourage them to sign up. I have some friends who are 100% against travel to the USA at this time. I agree. I am, oh gosh. I mean, I can't really afford a trip anyways. But the only place I will make an exception for is Orlando. And the reason why is because a lot of my friends from Fringe are down there. And they're a bunch, as such, it's like a bunch of queer people who I don't get to see. And just like, I just want to go there as often as I can because they're my family. So the channel consists of wonderful people with great mindsets, helps us lift each other like that. Yeah, we like that. We like having them come through. Can you link it? Sorry. What? Sorry, buddy. I'm in the middle of something.
What is it? You want some milk?
Can you link it? Yeah, it should be. There should be a link to paypal.me/can'tstandsitting. It should just be in the description link right below, if you wish to. But at no point should anyone feel any pressure to if you're not able, because it is. But I will say, every bit is greatly appreciated and super helpful. Just in case, if someone is able to post the PayPal link into the chat for the gentleman, that would be great. But I think it should be in the description automatically. But if not, then I will. One of the mods can copy and paste the link. Thanks, Princess. Oh wait, I'm just realizing that because you did this, I'm surprised I haven't done that already. Welcome to the team. Welcome back to the team, I should say. I should have just had that for you automatically. I see the link to coffee and not to PayPal. Oh, I will make sure that's more prominently featured in the future. But thank you so much for asking. We appreciate that very much. Yeah, the irony of me coming to YouTube with a walk channel, and it's like the irony is that I've had the production company name Can't Stand Sitting for about 15 years. And just like, oh, now it's like extra true. Because I'm walking everywhere. Link is there but not highlighted. Okay, I'm gonna have to figure out how to do that. Because I'm putting things through Prism, I have to figure out how it's orchestrated and how it balances out. But either way, happy to have you. By the way, this isn't my only stream today. I will be streaming later with Randy again. We're going to be meeting around 4 o'clock, and we're going to be going on a little adventure. So, one I'm looking forward to, and we'll get to explore a whole new area. It'll be good. So you're getting like double me today. Although one of them's with Randy, so that one's the preferred one. Randy is our resident tour guide. He puts me to shame, absolutely, because he actually like does thorough research on a different area every time we go for a walk, and he shares the stories that he knows. And it's like, I know quite a bit about Toronto, but he knows a lot about Toronto. Idea song for Christmas is Walking in the Air. I think Celtic Women did a cover of that, didn't they? I'm walking in the air. You can pin my message if you want now. It's clickable. Let me see if I can do that. If I hold it, I can pick comment. Oh, cool. Neat. I didn't know I could do that. Oh, I can just do that when I start a stream now. I can just put that in the chat and then I can have it go live. Oh, I didn't even think I could do that. Randy is a great tour guide. I love Randy. Randy is so sweet and so nice. And just, here's the thing. I worked with him for like almost a year, and he actually just is genuinely that way. He is just genuinely a lovely human who I adore. So, yeah, Randy's great. You can pin videos, just not in the actual chat. Oh, that didn't work. It pinned on our screen. Oh, no. Okay. Ah, shucks. I tried. It's not a link to click on, though. You can pin it at the top of the chat box. I don't know. Well, let me know if that works. If it's or if it doesn't work, I'll figure something out. By the way, we are in Kensington Market right now. This is one of my favorite areas of Toronto. Very vibrant, very market. Lots of like bohemian energy, which I think is really cool. But I always like to point this out. Literally, someone crocheted around the tree, and so it's like literally knit graffiti. And now that I know how expensive yarn is, I'm just like, oh my gosh, that's such a lovely touch. But I'm just like, that's a lot of money. By the way, there's a magic mushroom store up there, which is always fun. Is that AI? Hard to say. Which part are you looking at? I love about your channel. I saw it from the very first day with Eddie. Aw, thanks, princess. I love this piece. It's so like. Oh, oh, the tree. No, the tree's real. No, Eddie is lovely. We greatly enjoy Eddie. RGB tree. It's really interesting. Like, okay, Blue Banana used to be this market that you could go in and find like everything at, and now it's just kind of a clothes store, which is just kind of like, oh, well, that's unusual. But everyone's got their Christmas displays out. I guess it is that season coming up quick. Public butter. Oh my gosh, I don't know what that smell is, but oh my God, that smells so good. It's like a thick, beautiful curry smell. Oh, that was nice. That was really lovely. I tried. All right. So down there, that continues. I don't want a tour. I don't see your PayPal. I am trying to support your channel from Ottawa. Oh no. I'm gonna have to look at what's actually happening in the description then. Thanks for bringing that up to my attention, Rob. I'm gonna have to double check that left. Kensington Market changes every year. Select pin from the options that appear. Yeah, I'll definitely take a look at that to make sure it's actually operating how it should be. I'm gonna see if once I'm done with this, I'm gonna get my Hunter. I'm gonna see if I can get Hunter to help me kind of sort these things out because he's usually really good at this stuff. That is the hospital. It is. We are coming up to one of Toronto's biggest hospitals. Hopefully you don't end up here if you visit, but just in case, good to know where you would be. I appreciate it, Rob. Thank you so much. I do hope, I'll figure out what's going on there, and I do hope that I can get that resolved by the time I go live for the stream after. Oh, there's the hospital up there. Give you a sense of just the sheer size of it. YouTube takes a big chunk of your donation when you do a super chat. Yeah, I've heard about that. I'm just like, oh. Well, we're on our way. We'll get to 1,000 subscribers, and we'll get to our hours, and we'll do everything right. And then maybe I won't be... I don't know. I'm just looking for a way that I can actually, you know, live. And walking is a good way to start. So this is where we start. That building used to be a parking lot. I believe it. Like, that's massive. It must have been a huge parking lot. But it's interesting just to see like all of the houses around here too. Live? You want to live? That's crazy. No, I'm on live. I'm on live call. There's a difference. Perhaps get a tablet with a SIM card for streaming with. Perhaps. I mean, I feel like my phone works pretty well right now, and I have the equipment for it. But I need to look up what I think the best setup is. Because once I have an idea of exactly what I want to go for and exactly what I want to do with it, I think it'll make things a lot easier for everybody. You're a lovely man. We just apart. Thank you so much, Rob. That's very nice of you. Walking to financial freedom. As they say, one step in front of the other. I will say, at the point where I get monetized, like fully, once I get 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, I think I'm going to invite anyone around, like anyone who wants to join. I'm going to do a keep moving forward tattoo. And I think I want to get it on my... Goodness gracious, even this building's falling off with everything. But I want to get keep moving forward on my hand. I think I'm going to get it on my hand. So it'll actually go like along my pinky going up. I've loved that saying ever since I saw Meet the Robinsons years ago. And I've always wanted the tattoo. And just like that seems like the right place to do it, and that seems like the right time to get it. So as you say, walking my way to financial freedom. I've been impressed with how smooth your filmmaking. Thank you so much. I will say, the one thing I wasn't expecting is when I started this, I knew I'd be walking a lot. But I wasn't expecting how much, like, as someone who has done art and like knows about artistic composition, I find that when I've been doing this, I can almost instinctually find interesting images, interesting pictures and setups. So I feel like it's almost making me a better filmer, like a better filmographer, cinematographer, just by being able to set things up in a different way. But I will say it is a lot of passing the baton back and forth between my hands. They do streamers pick up and go. I'll keep my eye open for a non-American brand online. This is an option, of course. Good to know. I get motion sick pretty easily, so the fact that I haven't noticed a lot of movement means you're talented. Oh, thanks, Cole. I appreciate that. Proper setup is a big part of filming. It really is. And just like, one thing that I always like to do is a lot of people will... I'm just going to do an example of something that I learned in art. But I'm just like, if you take a sign here, a lot of people, like, their instinct will be to put it in the middle. And just like, it's good. It's iconography. It stands out. But if you put it to the side, that lends interest. So it's the rule of thirds, where you try to have, like, on either side of the screen, you want to have like 1/3 of something so that it's always a little bit like off to the side. Just apparently it creates visual interest. So you're starting to have a critical eye for things. Fair enough. Ooh, someone's getting a parking ticket. I mean, we can take that in like. No, he missed it, but probably. But yeah, am I by any means an expert in any of this? No, not at all. Ooh, I love that house. That house, like that brick house with the blue trim. It's like that's just gorgeous. I think that's great. That's so cool. But yeah, by no means would I say I'm an expert by any means, but right. Definitely not an expert, but I try to like implement the knowledge I do have. Does that mean I have to put my girlfriend on the side instead of the middle? I mean, you put your girlfriend wherever you need to, with consent, of course. I'm gonna see if I can get they have like these metal, there's like these scrap metal statues in the corner over here that I've just always loved. We got 30 likes. We very much appreciate the support. Yes, if you have liked this video, thank you so much. I will say I did absolutely forget to do all of my plugs today. So I need to make sure I do them more often. But thank you for picking up the slack for me, chat. I would love to live here. Al Waxman's statue in that park too, King of Kensington. Yeah. Well, he was one of the ones who started the whole. Well, actually, I don't know much about him, to be fair. So I probably should. Oh, look what they've done already. That's going to be really pretty. Although I've always found it hard, like when places have, you see, is that called brutal art? Brutality art? It's hard to say, actually. I don't know if brutality art is a term that I'm familiar with. I was just like, whenever I see the trees that have like those really big baubles, I'm just like, oh, it's so pretty. But then I look at it again, I'm just like, I wish it went up further. Just like, I'm always just like, more. Give me more. I don't think I can afford to move back to Toronto now. Yeah, if I wasn't living with my current partner, I would not be able to afford the city at all. Well, mainly because like I haven't really had income since coming back from my Fringe tour. But my Fringe tour gave me enough that I'm able to live, but like it's certainly scrapping by at this point. But we're surviving. Coal is so expensive. It's so expensive. But just for the sake, I just like to point out these artworks. I just think they're so interesting, so dynamic. Also like creepy, which, you know, I'm all for. And then of course, pigeon. Hey, pigeon. I just like to point those guys out because I just think it's so different and unique, but it's also just so Kensington. It's just so very much Kensington. You can't really see that one back there, but there is an additional one. Then if we come over here, there's one more. Has a Tim Burton movie vibe, not the pigeon, the statues. They look like the monsters when assembled themselves from trash. I mean, it's not far off. But, I mean, maybe the pigeon too. Is it possible to live stream from the 3 Canadian streamers into one online stream? It'd be awesome, especially if you all meet up in one location at the end of the stream. I think you can do that. I feel like that would be running our feeds directly through OBS. But I think what would end up happening is we'd all have our own individual streams, and then there would be like the super stream that would be collecting all of our videos and then going through at the same time. I think that's how you would do that, but I can't say for sure. It's like Kensington's just such a vibe, man. It's just great. It's super cool. Got a lot of nice atmosphere to it. I've seen multi streams on Twitch. Yeah, interesting. I will say I am considering when YouTube finally like does the full live thing. Oh, have I ever actually looked down this alley before? I don't believe I have. Ooh, I love that skull. Oh, that's cool. I actually really like that. Wow, I don't know who this artist is, but good on him. This is great. Yeah, great stuff. Nice clean lines, bold colors. A weeping angel at the back. Don't blink. What's this one? She's got attitude. What a cool little alley. That piece up there is very pretty. It reminds me of a style my sister used to do when she used to paint. Actually, funny enough, me and my sister both have an artistic style. It's been greatly influenced by our mother. It's like long, flowy lines, lots of purples, lots of blues. She used to go like very much the natural, almost like a Zara Leaf style. Like we're talking about giant floral patterns like paisley, very influenced by that. And I went in a direction that's a little bit more influenced by like street art and graffiti and chaos and roughness. And I mean, God, I love trash polka. I think it's such a cool vibe. Careful with some alleyways. Someone rigged up theirs on camera and movement sensors to keep you from using your alley as a bathroom. I'm just like, what are they going to do? Tell me not to go there? Good luck. See, now that just makes me want to go use the alleyways as a bathroom. All you've done is incite me to violence, Sam. That's all you've done. It's praise water, too. You know what I'd like to do? There's a couple of graffiti artists in the city who I'm like a really big fan of. And I've met a few of them, like when they were out working, and I got to kind of just spend time with them and talk to them a little bit. But I would really love the chance to be able to like ask one of them to come on a walk with me and they could just point out their artwork. Because I just like, or maybe even they just showed me like different places where they would have like their artwork displayed. I feel like that would be cool too. Ooh. So this is what I call Thrifter's Alley. I don't know if that's the official term of it, but in Thrifter's Alley, This entire street, like down to the end there, nothing but like secondhand stores. And it used to be cheap, but now it's not, obviously, because everyone thrifts. But still cool.
Really, I did? Yeah. Wow, it's like weird time. Incredible. All right.
Or they could point out their favorite artwork. That'd be cool. Oh, that'd be really nice. I'd like that. Wonder if we'll do it. That'd be great. That building up there, that you see that top floor? That's where my ex used to live. And we dated for a season and broke up. I did it badly because I was young and dumb and didn't really know how to break it off with someone. And yeah, not my proudest moment. They were lovely though. They're actually a burlesque performer in the city now, and I'm just like, I'd love to see them one day. That would be wonderful. Don't pee in public in the cold. It might freeze and be embarrassing to walk around after. I mean, it could just be a peaceable. Prices on Kensington are pretty high. The real thrifties hunt elsewhere. That's kind of it. Thrifties and Swifties. That's all it is these days. Art is beautiful. Art is beautiful. I love living in a city that values art. Sometimes, usually, maybe a little. Sometimes, maybe. Oh my gosh. Look at all of the pigeons on top of this. It's like straight out of the birds. Ooh, this is the pho place that me and Hunter went to, and it was really tasty. And then it gave me stomach issues. But like, while I ate it, it was very tasty. Just in case y'all forgot where we are. Beep, beep. Beep, beep. They'll get there. They'll get there. They won't get there. With big vehicles, they consume more fuel for less miles. That's why in Europe there are smaller vehicles. Yeah, there are very few uses where you actually need a pickup truck. But for some reason, everyone in America is obsessed with pickup trucks. I'll never understand it myself. But hey, if it makes them happy, it's like, don't get me wrong, the Cybertruck absolutely had a place where it could have thrived. Like an electric pickup truck would do very well. I mean, even the president loves Tesla. But I will say, yeah, I don't think it would. I think what killed it was just how ugly and stupid it looked, and then also the whole Nazi thing. But like, you know, I don't know. Are they still fighting? I feel like they're still fighting. God, I really hope. The Cybertruck looks like a rolling dumpster to me. I think dumpsters are nicer looking because at least dumpsters, like, there is something about form fitting the factor, right? Where if it doesn't have to be beautiful looking, it just has to look like it serves its function. And a Cybertruck does not look like it serves its function. It looks like something alien that was done specifically with the intention of just looking a specific way. So you look at the Cybertruck, and you're just like, that doesn't look real. And yeah, a dumpster does. So in that way, a dumpster is better designed than the Cybertruck. Hey, there are people out there who love their Cybertruck, and I'm just like, you know what? Good on you. But I'm also someone who, like, many years ago, I liked how the Aztec looked. If you remember the Pontiac Aztec, I was like, that's an interesting looking car. But I only thought it was that way because at the end you could pop up the back and it turned into like a tent. And just like, all right, that's it. Dumpster serves a purpose. The dumpster is honest. The Cybertruck looks aggressive. You're a much better person today. I admire how you acknowledge where you went wrong and grow from that. Well, thank you very much. I will say they are a lovely human. And mentally, if I had been in a better place, I'm sure things would have gone different. But yeah, son-in-law loves them. Cybertruck is bulletproof. That serves a purpose. What did they fix? Did they fix it though? Cause I just remember the promo where you're just like, oh yeah, this is this proof and this is this proof, and then the guy threw the ball at it and the window shattered, and just like, huh? Okay. A functional car is the death for car companies. Hey, that's a good point. First, okay, I did. Unless you work for a drug cartel. I will say this one more time. We should stop picking on Doug Ford. Leave Drug Ford alone. I love my little e-Golf. That's cute. Like, as someone who doesn't drive and probably won't drive, yeah. Well, won't drive for the foreseeable future, at least I should say. As much as I love the idea of being able to drive and being able to do these things, Drug Ford never gets old. See, now we're gonna have like a whole t-shirt line of just all of these things that have been said. And frankly, that will be my happiest achievement in life. For everyone to join me, thank you for joining me today. It's been a lot of fun. We've had what an interesting experience to walk by the Remembrance Day ceremony and just hear all of those bells. Like, that was really beautiful. I'd say absolutely one of my top three things today. Number two is actually the conversation about Cybertrucks. I think that's fun. And then also, just being able to get out and have a great time with you guys. So thank you for joining me. We'll be back later. I'm going to be back on at 4 o'clock, and I hope you can join me and Randy for our exploration. And I can't wait to share that with you. But until next time, farewell, buddy. We'll see you soon.